In this video, we will see D flip-flop. The other name for D flip-flop is delay flip-flop, and there is one input D and two outputs Q and Q dash. This D flip-flop can be obtained from SR flip-flop. If you are providing inverter between S and R input of the SR flip-flop and connecting the S input to the D. Here, this is called SR flip-flop, and this one is S input of the SR flip-flop, and this is the R input of the SR flip-flop. Here you are connecting inverter between S and R input of the SR flip-flop, and that S input is connected to D, then it becomes a D flip-flop. The operation, whatever given at the input will appear at the output. Let us check one condition. Here clock flip-flop is a edge triggered one. Here we have a edge detector circuit. Whenever it detects the positive edge, then it output becomes 1. So when you get 1 at this point, then only the flip-flop react to the input changes. So here clock is 1. If clock is 0, then by default the output of this 2 NAND gate is 1. So this flip-flop will remain in the previous state. It will not react to the input changes. So whenever you get 1 here, then only the flip-flop will react to the input changes. So now D is equal to 0. So here you get 0. After inverting this, you get 1 here. And for this NAND gate, both the inputs are 1. So the output is 0. And here one of the input is 0. So the output is 1. If you are coming to this NAND gate, here one of the input is 0. So here the output is 1, and this one will move here. Here you get 1. Both inputs are 1, so the output is 0. So you are giving 0 at the input, you get same value at the output. So in D flip-flop, next state is equal to your input value. And next condition, if you put 1, then after inverting you get 0. So here you get 0. And here you get 1. So 1, 1. So the output is 0 for this NAND gate. Here one of the input is 0. So the output is 1. And here one of the input is 0. So you get 1 as output. This 1 will come here. Now both the inputs are 1. So the output is 0. So you are giving 1 at the input, you get the same value at the output. So it is called delay flip-flop. And the application of this D flip-flop is it is mainly used in shift register because it holds the value what is given in the input without any change in that input. So it is normally used in registers. This is the logic symbol of positive edge triggered D flip-flop. This triangle represents positive edge triggering. So next one, characteristic table. It is similar to your truth table. Here next state is the output, and our input is present state and the flip-flop input. Present state is Q and your input may be 0 or 1. Present state is 1, then input may be 0 or 1. Or you can write all the 4 possible combination for this 2 variable. The next state, D0, you get 0. D1, you get 1 because in D flip-flop, your next state is equal to what is given in the input 0, 0, 1, 1. So this is the characteristic table. From this, you can derive the expression for next state, that is characteristic equation. For that, you have to draw the K-map. Here there is 2 input, so you have to draw 2 variable K-map. Inputs are Qn and D. This is 2 variable K-map 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Here Qn plus 1 is 1 for min term. This is 0, min term 0, 1, 2, 3, and Qn is 1 for min term 1 and 1 for min term 3. So put 1 on those cells 1 and 3. Next one is grouping. They are adjacent to each other. So you can group these two cells. Next, the corresponding term. This group involves two rows. In this two row, no variable is constant. And in this column, D is constant. The value is 1. So you can write D. So Qn plus 1 is equal to D. So this is the characteristic equation of the D flip-flop. Already we said that next state is equal to what is given in the input D. So Qn plus 1 is equal to D. Next one is excitation table. In this excitation table, we are going to derive the excitation input, that is D, by knowing the present state and next state. Here these two are inputs. Present state 0, then next state may be 0 or 1. Present state 1, next state may be 0 or 1. Or simply you can write the 4 possible combination of this two variable. And excitation input, actually for all other flip-flop, we can write this excitation input by knowing the characteristic table. But here we can easily write this because in D flip-flop, your excitation input, that is D input, is equal to next state. So what is in the next state, that should be given on the input. So this will be come here. Next one, state diagram, that is two states 0 and 1. So draw the circle for each state, and the transition between that states will be represented by directed lines. So first start from 0. Present state is 0. If your input is 0, D is 0 means the possibility is D0 or D1. If present state is 0 and your input is 0, definitely it remains in the same state, because D0 means next state is also 0. Present state is 0. If your input is 1, D1 means next state is 1. So it moves from 0 to 1. Or you can check this table. Present state 0. Your D input is 0. It remains in the same state. Present state 0. If your input is 1, then it move to 1. 0 to 1. 0 to 1 if the input is 1. So next, present state 1, input is 0, then it move to 0. Present state is 1, if the input is 0, then it move to 0. Present state 1, input is 1, it remains in the same state 1. So here 1 means it remains in the same state. This is the state diagram of D flip-flop. And one more point we have to remember is, here this is possible only if clock is positive edge. If clock is at positive edge, then only this will be possible. If clock is 0, then there is no change in the output. So we have to include this clock in this characteristic table.